All right, so the first thing I wanted to cover today is on Twitter. So Twitter up another 4% today. What's the news? Well, yesterday I had the video where I announced the news that had, wasn't the announcer, but I commented on the news headline, which is that Elon Musk has taken a 9.2% stake in Twitter, and it was through a 13G filing that was posted yesterday. And when I saw the 13G, I noted that a 13G is G is for a passive stake. You're supposed to file a 13D if you're taking an active stake in the company. And I sort of commented on the fact that he already kind of seems like he's taking a more active role in this investment because of the way he was polling his Twitter audience of how Twitter should run in terms of free speech and stuff like that. So then this morning, there's the news posted under the 8K. So this is material definitive agreement change in director or officer, and here we have the news that the company will appoint Mr. Musk to the company's board of directors. All right. So this isn't surprising at all. If you bought a $3 billion stake in, Twitter, a 9% stake, they would certainly consider or probably want you to be on the board. And so, not to mention that Elon Musk is the wealthiest man in the world. So, of course, they'd love to have him on the board to give any insight and maybe, anything that he can do to help the company be better, be more successful. It's a no-brainer. So that doesn't surprise me at all. The only thing that that's just, it's just on the paperwork side of things. And it's like, he'll probably, so there's already articles going around about, what the regulators are going to do about this because he didn't, he waited a little too long to announce his stake. You're supposed to, there's a certain number of days, 10 days, that you're supposed to make the announcement. He was a little late. And then it seems like this is an active stake, which is a different form. But I mean, I don't know. I'm not an expert on all of that. That seems, I guess, more like administrative paperwork stuff. So the fact is, he is a 9% owner. Noteworthy, Jack Dorsey, the founder, only a 2% owner. So he's got a huge position in the company, which is impressive. And the stock's up like 30% in the last 2 days on that news. And so he's up $1 billion on a $3 billion stake, which is mind blowing. But now the question is, where's it going to go from here? So today it's actually pulling back a little bit. It went higher pre-market. Now it's pulling back. It's still up 3.5% on the day, but it's pulling back a little bit. Today's volume is actually extremely high. And I didn't even notice how high that volume was. Golly, look at that volume at the open. I mean, that is some huge volume. Remarkable volume. So what's the deal there? Why is the volume so much higher today than yesterday? Yesterday was 19 million shares. Today's already 80 million shares. So that's interesting for sure. But if we go back, the highest volume day it's ever had, well, let's the IPO day, that makes sense. There's a couple other days that were higher. So still quite a ways away from being highest volume day ever, but the daily chart shows descending resistance. So this is, again, technical analysis. Descending resistance is up around here. That'd be around $60. We don't really have ascending support. We don't really have any incredibly obvious levels except for right here, 55. That then gives you room up to 60, but then you're going to run into gap fill around there. So that's a window of pretty much no resistance. Of course, this is a stock that institutional traders are no doubt. I mean, who wouldn't? I guess I was going to say, who wouldn't take some profit? Well, maybe someone who thinks that Elon Musk is going to turn this into a much, much more successful company. Maybe there'll be some new API where, from your Tesla, you can, I don't know, voice tweet, automatically get alerts through your speakers of every tweet that Elon makes, so you really are up to date with everything that's going on in his life. Maybe holograms of the memes, like right in front of your windshield, because that would be cool. So there's some maybe big stuff coming. I don't know. So maybe that would be a reason to keep holding. You know, if Carl Icahn or Warren Buffett or Bill Ackman took a position, you probably would. Yeah, it's up 28%, 30%. You probably would keep holding because you've got a great entry. But as always, you would set your stop and manage your risk. So interesting stuff. That's my commentary on it today. So Elon Musk appointed to the board of directors, and let's see what happens next.
And that right there was an entire video with no ads. I don't monetize my YouTube channel with video ads, which means you guys get to enjoy the content. But do me a favor, please hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up and let YouTube know that this channel is the channel to watch if you want to learn about day trading.